600.
Purpose of these types of ordinances is to implement the comprehensive plan.
Zoning
That's one of them.
and something like plat development. No,
Really close. I'm
plat. You can give it to me anyway.
I would say we're pretty darn close. Subdivision ordinance.
Subdivision
Yeah.
ordinance.
So I would say, yes, you get the points for that. Because it does rule how we do plats, so. Back to, are you keeping track? You got your
I
points?
got it.
Okay. All right, and then next one is you then
Oh,
again.
I get to go again.
Oh.
Okay. All right, I'll do planning basics again for 400.
Okay. This document serves as the basis for community development, the zoning ordinance, and land use regulations.
Ooh, you got the police.
Comprehensive plan.
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
That
Okay,
was
and then you
official.
get to choose one.
Hope nobody hears it outside this room.
Lindsay's used to hearing this.
Applications 1 for 400.
400, okay. This phrase refers to the practice of zoning a single piece of property out of context with its surroundings, and it should be avoided.
What is spot zoning?
Yes.
Lindsay, you should get that.
I was slow to the draw there.
All right, go ahead.
Do applications 1 for 600.
Okay. This type of zoning ordinance amendment changes boundaries to a district.
Map amendment.
Yes. Yep. Okay, next one then.
Double jeopardy for 800. Oh, wait, what? Oh, doesn't that mean we have to write in or something?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, let's skip that whole thing. Okay, yeah. So
That isn't how we've done it. We haven't done the right.
okay. So double jeopardy for 800.
800, okay. This application type is useful for difficult sites with many natural resources.
Oh, maybe I don't want that one. Is it PUD?
Yes.
Oh,
yep.
is it? Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, and then you go ahead and choose the next one.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Well, let's see what's under applications 2 for 400.
This type of application is similar to a CUP, but it is temporary in nature.
IUP,
Yes.
interim use permit.
And the next one for you then.
Did you do double jeopardy? What was that?
So
It's just another-
it's just like a,
Category.
yeah, it's just a category, and you get double points for those questions.
I'm going to try procedures because I don't think anybody has yet.
Okay,
For 200.
200, okay.
Does that make it an easier question when it's a smaller number?
I tried to do it that way, yeah. This,
Nice.
oh!
Is it the open
And we
meeting?
get to hear the
Open
words.
Yeah,
real
yes,
official.
it's open meeting law, great job. All right, and then you get to choose the
Wait,
next
what was the
one.
answer?
Open meeting law.
Oh,
Procedures were 400.
Okay. This guide was first published in 1876, but remains relevant to running meetings.
Rogers?
Roberts, yeah,
Roberts,
yeah, we'll
sorry.
take it, we'll take it.
Rogers is the city to the north.
All right, you get to choose the next one again.
Okay, procedures were 600.
Okay. This Minnesota law requires governmental bodies to decide on land use requests within a specific time frame, or it is automatically approved.
Now, what do they call it? 60 days. Go for it. I don't know what to call it. 60-day rule?
Yeah, that is exactly what it's
Oh,
called. Yeah.
nice.
nice.
All right, and then you get to choose the next one.
Applications 2 for 600.
2 for 600, okay. This type of application is considered a zoning relief mechanism.
Oh, God. I took my tongue, I can't think of it. You didn't tell us we were gonna get tested at all.
I did at the beginning of the presentation.
Well, I don't think it's a type of application though, but I was gonna say a variance.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Go.
Well, good one.
worded oddly.
Well, I tried to make it not, like, I tried to make it not too hard, but, you know, not like crazy easy. Okay, and then, so you get to choose the next one. Commissioner.
Oh, yeah, double jeopardy for 1,600.
Okay. The city of Corcoran will provide high-quality public services in a cost-effective, responsible, and professional manner in order to create a preferred environment to live, work, play, and conduct business.
Hey!
What is the mission of the city of Corcoran?
Yes, perfect.
Very
yes.
nice.
Great job, you guys.
Nailed it.
So you are on the board now.
Big time, on the board, big time.
Yeah, the horses are off and running.
Let's do double jeopardy for 2,000.
Sure. This Minnesota court case provides an excellent example of what commissioners and counselors should not do prior to a public hearing.
Was it Hoyt?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Versus what city?
Minneapolis.
Yes.
Nice job.
very good.
It was worth 2,000, so.
I know, you're gonna, yeah, you're a good kid.
Then you get to choose the next one.
Okay, double jeopardy for 1,200.
Economic considerations do not constitute this variance standard.
Is it CUP or is it PUD? Or is it none of the
So
above?
it's the standard that you need to be able to get a variance granted.
Burden of proof? Burden of,
Burden of proof?
burden of,
They have to
Proof of
prove
burden?
this. The
What's
burden
the-
of proof is to show this.
Oh, yeah. I know, I can't think of
A hardship?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, really close. Practical difficulty.
Now,
Yeah.
make sure you deduct.
Because I said the wrong one.
yeah, me too,
got it wrong.
me
We haven't done that in the past.
But she doesn't get credit for it.
No,
too. No, oh, competitive over here.
I know, I like it though.
Wow.
I get a deduction.
Okay, that's where we're at.
We're cutthroat and corporate.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I only guessed about two
Historical
different
background for
things, too.
800.
Okay.
Can you
This city was the first to adopt a comprehensive plan.
Oh,
You were
sorry. New York City.
Yes, yep. Go ahead and choose the next one.
Applications 2 for 1,000.
Applications 2, all right. This type of application promotes creativity and negotiation in exchange for flexibility.
You can go, you have it,
You
you
go.
have it.
No, I'm not, no, it's not fair, you go ahead.
Okay, a PUD.
Yes, yep. And then you get to choose the next one.
Planning basics for 1,000.
E.K. Schumacher said that the way a society uses this material resource will determine its future.
Land use.
And then choose the next one.
What was that one?
That one was
Planning
planning basics
basics?
for 1,000, so we just have 800 left under planning.
Okay, I'll
basics.
go for 800.
Okay. This type of decision-making describes when the commission is interpreting and applying the ordinance.
What is discretion?
No, not
No.
quite, sorry. So it's not, I'll give a hint, it's not judicial, but it's,
Oh,
Bring it in, Lindsay.
no, somebody else do it.
Extrajudicial?
Extrajudicial. Quasi-judicial?
yes.
Legislative.
No, it's the quasi-judicial.
Oh, shoot, I'm wrong. Deduct me, deduct me.
I didn't buzz on my run.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't buzz.
Okay, well, someone can buzz, I suppose, then who's gonna buzz?
Cecilia gets the point.
Okay,
No, she said quasi.
Yeah.
But I had gotten it wrong in my first run.
Well, I got it wrong and I didn't buzz, so.
so nobody gets it.
Nobody gets it, nobody
Go back
gets
and pick another question.
That's good.
All right, it's back to you, Hargreaves. You get to pick again.
Okay, historical background, 600.
Okay. This country regulated light and circulation.
England.
And you choose the next one.
Historical background for 400.
The ability of states to limit an individual's rights for the interest of the community.
Oh,
What is police powers?
Nice.
Historical background for 200.
Dank, crowded living conditions led to this historical event, which in turn led to the beginning.
Black Panther.
It's competitive.
Procedures for 1,000.
This type of planning application is subject to a 120-day rule instead of the usual 60-day rule.
No.
Close though. It starts with the same letter.
What is preliminary plat?
Yep. Next one.
Applications 1 for 800.
This type of application includes these details: the proposed street and lot layouts, proposed easements.
Preliminary plan?
Yep.
Okay, procedures for 800.
The approval procedure for this type of application involves 4 actions within, oh, I didn't go over this, of course, with an ordinance to rezone required first. So the approval procedure for this type of application involves a ordinance to rezone, a resolution with findings of fact to support that rezoning, a development plan, and a preliminary plat.
We have to say what type of application?
That is, yep. So you first rezone, and then you have a
PUD?
Yeah.
All right.
Say that, but I've said it too much.
Just kind of throw it out there.
It's always PUD.
Oh, applications 1, 1,000.
Okay. This type of application is for an anticipated and allowed use that may require additional stipulations. CUP. Yep.
Nice.
Nice one.
She likes the acronyms. Oh, I worked at a consulting firm.
All right. Procedures for,
Oh,
I don't know what
procedures are
hasn't been
done.
used.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have-
they're all done.
Yeah, we have these 4.
Okay, let's do another double jeopardy.
The
Or I don't
400?
know.
400, that's the
Sure.
only one.
Is that the only one left?
Yep, under that one. The first use of zoning occurred as a result of this historical.
Industrial Revolution.
Yes, yep. All right,
Okay, applications for 2 for 800.
okay. A conditional home occupation license is an example of this type of application.
Interim use.
Yes.
Applications 2 for 200.
The city has some discretion when reviewing these 3 types of applications, but generally, these should be approved if they meet pre-established criteria. So this was the yellow area on the
Yeah.
triangle.
Subdivision,
That's one of them.
ordinance. Oh,
Sure.
The one
Wait,
that
what?
she
There's-
thinks should be green.
yeah, variance.
Yep.
Variances.
And there was one more yellow
Oh,
one.
gosh.
You can do it. Dig deep.
Zoning,
No.
or ordinance amendment.
It's an acronym. I'll give you it.
Okay, you know, I surrender my answer, somebody else can take it, I don't know what the third one is, I don't know.
Yeah, the first.
Somebody, I got you halfway there.
I don't know. CUP.
Yes. I have this one is 200.
My second most frequent.
Yeah, come on, this is like a 1,200 for sure.
Okay,
I will keep that in mind.
you only have one left, Lindsay.
Okay, application's 1 for 200.
The city has the most discretion when establishing and approving changes to these three guiding documents.
I don't remember.
3 guiding documents.
We have 3 guiding documents, yes. We have the basis, and then we have the tools to implement.
Is it the comp plan, the zoning ordinance,
Mhm.
and the subdivision?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, so we are, who won? Commissioner Hargreaves. Woo!
You know, no, really? I thought she won. She kept on throwing out acronyms.
Natalie,
your
you should be
prize
a teacher.
is-
Look at all the
Acronym
information
board.
we retained.
I'm so happy with how much information you guys retain.
Yeah.
So, yes. It makes it helpful because it's like, sometimes I feel like I'm just rambling up here, especially when I get tongue-tied. So, thank you.
We'll
for
have a
paying
plaque for you
attention.
next meeting.
I just want a certificate.
Then we can move on to the next item agenda. That wraps up our training portion, and
Thank you very much.
let me know if any questions come up.
Yeah, thanks
thank
for
you.
the time that you put into that and the way that you tried to help us retain it in a fun and competitive way. I always like to see how competitive people get. So next up is planning project update. Is there anything that needs to speak to that? If not, I'm happy to move to the next one.
Yeah, typically I don't, it's just more of a place for
question.
you guys to ask questions, yeah.
The only, I have one question, but does anybody else have any questions related to the planning project update that you get? No, okay. My question is, with the Karenini Orchards preliminary plat, is that like, after a period of time, if something is stagnant, does it fall off? Or is there wind that this is gonna come up again?
Karenini Orchards, definitely, that one.
That's the one on 30. And the only reason I'm asking is now that Hope has gone through, that I think that the proximity of that plat to the Hope, just has brought my, like, cause I remember when they brought the concept plan through or whatever, and it was decided that the terms for the open space and preservation hadn't been met. Anyway, but considering how close it's going to be to now a higher density area, I think that sheds some different light on that application, so I was just wondering if it's coming through.
I do anticipate that it'll become a complete application fairly soon,
Okay.
potentially as soon as August, but we don't have the documents at this time to say that for certain.
Okay, and there is no expiration of time that the applicant has?
Typically, if we have an application that has been sitting with no movement for a year, then we will give them a time, we'll give them a deadline
Sure.
before we close it out, and then they have to resubmit after
Okay.
that point.
Okay. All right, and then Counselor Varenkamp, do you have anything you wanted to share, or does anybody have any questions for Council?
I'm sorry, your comments were in regards to which number?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, 23?
21, yep.
Oh, 21. Okay.
And that is that old apple orchard, the property right on 30 with the big field,
Yep,
and then
yep.
you know which one it is.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
If there aren't any questions for Counselor Varenkamp, then we can move to the next step, unless someone wanted to. Okay.
Great job, everybody. Congratulations, Natalie, again on the position change and stuff. Congrats to Chair, Vice Chair. Welcome, everybody. It's nice to see a full group up here. Please know and understand your opinions and your thoughts matter a lot to all five of us, the mayor and the 4 council members. We take a lot of those things under advisement, and we listen a lot, and we got a lot ahead of us coming. Comments from Cecilia on trails and those kind of things. Our biggest issue related to that right now, correct me if I'm wrong, Natalie, if you know, is the cost of those maintenances and equipment. We aren't there yet. The sidewalk along 19, I know it very well. I'm disappointed there is snowmobile traffic and stuff tearing that tar up in the wintertime. This last winter wasn't bad. But I do believe that's still Three Rivers Trail. That's not
Oh,
over to us yet.
they would maintain it? Yeah, you would think they would
They-
just to keep the snowmobiles off of it.
They haven't been, and again, we're out in the rural side. I'm close to where you are and stuff, and I see all that stuff too. But a lot of it is, it's a significant amount of burden on Public Works to do those things and such. So it's all stuff we're trying to figure out how to do it and keep our taxes flat. It's a huge expenditure and stuff, but we are listening and thinking and trying to figure out ways to do this. Your volunteerism related to tractors and stuff, I'll plow my own road numerous times because I always seem to be the last one plowed out. Significant significant amount of maintenance issues related to tractors, breakage of loaders and backblades and stuff. So it's a big deal when it comes time for all of that stuff, so.
So my husband actually built a cross-country ski trail groomer a few winters ago. And he got permission from Deb Winan, who lives in
Yeah.
Anchorage. And he groomed over there, and we got permission from Karen Emy before
Yeah.
he sold those lots, and we groomed over there. Now there's a proposed trail that's going to run along Rush Creek on the west side, down to 10, and then hook up to 19, and then run along the border, I think, of this Strahler Farmstead neighborhood, which we're in. And that would be great if he could get permission to groom that, since we don't have Karen Emy's property anymore. But I don't know how we may not have a way to get over to there from our property.
And again, a lot of those issues, the private landowners, those kind of things, you need to ask those permissions and such.
Yeah,
so.
and we have in the past. So this one, though, I don't know if that is going to be a city trail. It's going to be a soft surface trail that runs along the creek.
We're talking about the wood chip trail.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't,
it's by the part of the public
That
works.
behind
Yeah.
public works and
so
stuff.
that's gonna be a wood chip trail, so I don't know how doable it would be for that to really be maintained in the winter. Cause it's meant to be more of an interpretive trail, but we can certainly talk to Kevin Mattson, that'd be as far as, well, I think it'd be a larger discussion with the council too, but I'm just trying to figure out what logistics he would need to work through, and if that's even a trail that, would be able to handle a tractor,
He just takes his snowmobile and
or a snowmobile.
drags
Okay.
a groomer behind it, yeah.
Again, a lot of things on the planning update on our plate and stuff like that. Our staff is doing a great job responding and doing things, and in many cases getting caught up, and a lot of changes going on. But you're part of something pretty cool, folks. And the openness to the change and the openness to new things, we're seeing a lot of things that we haven't seen in the past, so great minds, good job.
Thank you. And then the last thing is, and I won't usually go over it unless there are any concerns that need to be talked about, but I just want to make note of it because it is Commissioner Yang's first time, but the liaison calendar is always listed at the end of the agenda, and that's just indicating the meetings that we serve as a liaison to the council. You can be in person, or if you wanted to just listen via Zoom. But if there's ever a date that you can't make and you don't have anybody's direct email, you can always reach out to Natalie, but we can make swaps within, so don't feel, it just goes in a straight rotation, but again, if there's one you can't make, just let us know. And I have the next one. So with that, if there isn't anything that needs to be talked about in the liaison calendar, then I will just entertain a motion for adjournment of tonight's meeting.
Could I ask one question?
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if this is the right forum or not, but then I'm sure Natalie is aware of it. But there is a meeting on July 10th over at Bellwether regarding the Oswald Farm Development.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you were aware of that, but I thought I would just
No,
mention
is
it.
it being led by the developer?
I believe so.
Oh, okay, so it might just be him trying to do
Yes.
some outreach, sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Should I not attend that, or should
Oh,
I?
you can absolutely.
Goodness gracious,
Please
yes.
do,
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I keep my-
It's something that a lot of our developers have not done, and it's something that we've kind of pushed. Open communication, transparency, all of those things, and I believe that developer is all of that and then some.
Yeah, yeah,
I really want people to know.
they're really trying to do some outreach. They've already gone, because I don't believe they're planning on coming in under a planned unit development. So there is no requirement for them to do this. So that's why I don't think I've been alerted to it. So that's great to see that you're trying to go above and beyond to.
Well, I just want to make sure that I operate correctly.
Yes, that's absolutely appropriate for you.
Be a
to touch,
citizen,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
give input,
Okay, great,
that's what they're looking for.
okay.
Is it part of Bellwether?
Yeah.
Or-
yeah,
It is, okay.
yeah,
Great
I'm part of that 55 plus community.
Okay,
Great community up there.
Yeah, a lot of fun there.
and then on the heels of that, do you want to make a motion? to adjourn tonight's meeting?
I do.
Okay, thank you.
I make that motion.
I'll second, oh, you want
I'll
a second?
second.
Okay.
Russell,
All right, Lynn seconds. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, with that, we adjourn tonight's meeting.
Who gets